Hello, torchbearers. Welcome back to TLF, Torchline Frequency, picking up truth where others left off. I'm your host, Torch, and I would like to welcome you to episode 6 of Torchline Frequency, where we're going to be talking about the recent events of Jimmy Kimmel's show getting canceled, where that stands on lines of free speech, and of course, we'll be covering all the rhetoric and all the noise that's been coming from the left and how they are completely and absolutely wrong on what has happened to Jimmy Kimmel. Before we get into the topic of today's episode, I would just like to say thank you so much, Torchbearers. There are now 11 of you here on YouTube, and I am very, very thankful that in just a couple of days we've reached just a tad over 10 subscribers. Again, I would just like to say thank you so much for your faith in me and your trust in me for subscribing and wanting to hear more. And if you're new or a returning listener and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell to stay up to date on all the uploads from us here at Torchline Frequency. And with that, let's get in today's video. To give a point of origin from why Jimmy Kimmel's show was canceled in the first place, I'm going to play a clip here from his monologue from the other night.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
The MAGA gang trying to characterize the shooter as anything other than one of them. Jimmy Kimmel knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was saying. He worded it that way on purpose because he knew that he has influence over those with his same ideology, the same ideologues who always want to say this both sides crap. In the wake of a tragedy where a political figure, even though he held no office, Charlie Kirk was a political speaker. He was a political debater. He was a very prominent figure, and not only in his life, but also on social media. Turning Point USA has millions of members spread across the United States. With all of the information that we have available to us, especially from the mouth of the shooter's own father, Tyler Robinson was radicalized by the left. He even had a trans boyfriend. He had bullets inscribed with leftist talking points and ideologies on them. I have heard so many Democrats arguing the talking point that he was raised in a conservative Christian family. Okay, cool. I don't care. To play dumb and act like it's totally out of the question for a child to change their views, change their minds, or God forbid, be legitimately radicalized enough to an opposite ideology that you want to kill somebody over their differing political opinions is a totally moot point. Because case in point, that is what Tyler Robinson did. He was raised in a conservative Christian family, and he was radicalized by leftist ideology and talking points, and thus murdered in cold blood Charlie Kirk for millions of people to see. And the powers that be got him taken off the air. And no, the powers that be does not mean Trump. It is the FCC and Sinclair. And a lot of you might be wondering, well, who the F is Sinclair? Well, it's the Sinclair Broadcast Group. It's a large U.S. media company, owns and operates many, many local television stations, and they did not agree or find anything humorous about Jimmy Kimmel's statements. And that's the thing that I keep seeing too on the left, is that they're saying that Jimmy Kimmel was essentially fired over a joke. He's a comedian. He's not allowed to tell jokes. He wasn't telling a joke. This whole shitstorm started because he purposely and maliciously lied to not only his studio audience, but to millions of Americans that would see his show. But, you know, millions after the fact of seeing what he said online, because as we have come to find out, he had around less than 200,000 actual viewers in his demographic that would watch him on television. So why was this man getting paid $15 million a year for a late night TV show that not even a million people a night were watching 5 nights a week, Monday through Friday? Please make it make sense. The icing on the cake for a lot of conservatives, or even people that aren't even conservatives, just people with empathy, just regular human beings that don't agree with people getting murdered because of their religious or political beliefs, they find this statement from Sinclair a bit vindicating, because they're going to be airing a Charlie Kirk memorial in the original time slot that Jimmy Kimmel Live held. As I touched on a bit earlier, how are those on the left reacting to this? How are they reacting to the news that Jimmy Kimmel got canceled because of a malicious lie? We all knew Stephen Colbert would have something to chime in on this. Tonight we are all Jimmy Kimmel in solemn show dedicated to Can late night host. No, I'm not Jimmy Kimmel. I didn't lose my show because I was spreading malicious misinformation purposely. Keith Obermann, the whiniest, bitchiest Karen on the internet, said burn in hell, Sinclair, alongside Charlie Kirk. Huh, he's taking it pretty well. Level-headed Ben Stiller, this isn't right. Huh, who can reply? Accounts Ben Stiller follows or mention can reply. Oh, he must follow Elon Musk. Elon Musk with a quote of the year there. Ah, everyone's favorite president, Barack Obama. After years of complaining about cancel culture, it's not cancel culture, the current administration has taken it to a new and dangerous level by routinely threatening regulatory action against media companies unless they muzzle or fire reporters and commentators it doesn't like. Oh my God, is this man serious? Is this man serious? Gotta look at the replies on this one. Let's see. DC Drano, you guys banned a sitting U.S. president off of all social media and had him arrested 4 times when he ran for re-election. Fact check true. Gunther Eagleman, you are the head of the snake. You caused this division, dipshit. Fact check true. Gunther Eagleman again. You tried to put our guy in prison for 700 years and then assassinated one of the most moderate leaders in the political ecosystem. The dominoes are falling, Hussein, and if you're already sweating, just wait. It's going to get so much better. Cernovich here retweeted Roseanne Barr. Remember when you and your wife called Bob Iger to have me fired? Oh my God. Yeah, I do remember that. And here's the reply from Steve Loftus. FCC rules, not new ones either. Lying about the motives of a high-profile political assassination seems to apply. What's he have highlighted here? This rule prohibits broadcast licensees or permittees from broadcasting false information concerning a crime or a catastrophe if, 1, the licensee knows the information is false. Jimmy Kimmel knew it was false. It is foreseeable that broadcast of the information will cause substantial public harm. And 3, broadcast of the information does in fact directly cause substantial public harm. Well, in terms of the gross political climate that's going on, and you have opposite political viewpoints murdering their opposition, then it appears to be the correct choice that he was pulled off the air. Switching gears just a bit, has the political rhetoric died down at all from Charlie Kirk's death? Has anything become just a little bit more normal in the last week? Let's check in on our friend here, Libs of TikTok, and see what she posted. Blank Charlie Kirk, racist blank, spit on your grave, Democrats marching in New York City. The murder-loving Democratic Party is completely insane. Well, let's play this and see what's going on here.
Fuck Charlie Kirk! Fuck Charlie Kirk! Fuck Charlie Kirk!
Oh.
Fuck Charlie Kirk! Racist bastard! Racist bastard! Piss on your ashes. Spit on your grave. I'll never be a slave. 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 Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck Charlie Kirk.
They seem like a pretty fun bunch to hang out with, don't they? I think we have our answer, torchbearers. Rhetoric's not dying down. It's not getting any better out there. People are literally wanting to dance on Charlie Kirk's grave. They want to bitch about cancel culture. And again, it's not like that we dug up that Jimmy Kimmel wore blackface, and made fun of Karl Malone. Oh, he did do that. Oh, okay. Well, it's not like when he was on the Man Show with Adam Carolla that he got behind a woman, was making sexually suggestive, hip thrusts at her when she wasn't paying attention. Oh, he did do that. Oh. Jimmy Kimmel got exactly what he deserved, torchbearers, and the hypocrisy of the left just keeps showing its snake-headed self. That, my fellow torchbearers, is where we're going to end the episode today. If you would, please like the video, share the video, subscribe. If you haven't followed us on X or Rumble, the links to those socials are going to be in the description below. Again, thank you so much for the 11 of you that we have here so far. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me with Jimmy Kimmel and the points that I brought up? Let me know in the comments below. Let's get a discussion going. We had a few comments on one of our past videos. 5 comments, I believe, and it was nice to engage with you all. So let's keep doing that. Let's just keep building that here. We want to fight the noise with truth. You all take care of each other. This is Torch, signing off.